horny one for you this week.
That's right. Strap up those squibs. It's time to play a game.
Yeah, we talk all about being on Squid Game, the challenge.
That's right. And if it's not gray,
I don't play. And then we also talk about growing up Mormon and what it means to drink milk and do flips.
Plus, are you ready for some wild sexual stories?
We get to the original lore of me, some of the horror stories of my youth, and also
Thanks for being vulnerable, by the way.
Is the Earth flat?
Don't stop doing that.
I
Sam
can't.
Lantz is on the show with us
I
today.
need a scientist. Helen Keller, tell me. I'm trying to bring up all the horrible things I've said on here.
Enjoy the show.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy second. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you sloppy, you stupid little you not so you dirty little you stupid little Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper, Meatball, that's Big Dipper.
hello.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Molded.
Molded?
I'm
Galvanized?
Molded, galvanized, ready to go.
Molded like in a beautiful shape or molded like...
Molded like, I think my house
you've
might be
got
full of
black
mold. Ooh, girl, you might have got black mold. I didn't see any when I went looking, but the room
guy was like, oh, maybe you could get like a mold sniffing dog.
They're sending
Did they do that?
They've done 3 tests already. So I
Call the
think,
landlord.
and she's the one who keeps sending new people to my phone every morning, being like,
she's sending
I'm
new
gonna-
people because she doesn't like the test results.
I think there's mold in my home, you guys.
That's
Currently, they have like my guest room is like sealed off, like ziplocked, like
E.T.
they
style?
literally, they're like, you cannot go in there. And I was like, can I get the clothes and costumes and stuff out of there? And they're like, do not enter that room.
Wait.
There's no walls, you guys. It's just the exterior of the building. Like insulation, everything has been taken out. The ceiling has been taken down. I can show you pictures. It's
That's
crazy.
so
looking.
intense. Does mold increase your appetite?
Then I'm looking fat.
No. I just asked a question.
Did eat a whole steak last night.
We should introduce our guest.
Guys, I don't think I'm doing okay. Oh, yeah,
chat.
right. Hey, chat.
Chat.
Put in the chat. Put in the chat
Have
a
you ever
snowflake
had
if you think
mold?
if you've ever had mold.
A snowflake?
I don't know. There's
You're
not
selling
a
coke now?
No! Chat. Please make welcome to the pod a tall drink of water. A finalist from the Squid Games, The Challenge.
Yeah.
Not the TV show, but the TV
They know.
reality show, which put a bunch of people in a house together, which I want to...
Not a house.
Please welcome Sam Lantz! Did it get horny in there?
Yeah, it did. No, actually it didn't. They didn't feed us anything or let us sleep, so no horniness.
Is that what it takes for you to be horny, is food and sleep?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also,
I feel like
there
I'm
was like no hot guys because I like
It was-
daddies, and it was like 20-year-olds, which room full of twinks. It's kind of
Oh,
scary.
doesn't do it for
yeah. Well, there was that one, the mover guy.
Steven?
Yeah,
He's
he's like,
not a daddy.
He's
He's
an
a
actual
father.
dad.
A father
not
does
a
not
daddy.
make daddy.
and y'all didn't really interact all that much, or it didn't show it on
didn't
camera. There was
show
like a
it.
couple times, but mostly not really, right?
Steven and I, no,
Yeah.
we were friends. We just didn't hang out that long because he wasn't really there that long.
I know, that was crazy. I thought he was going to go to the end because he was
Well,
like
people were
internet
smart.
famous.
People were smart. They got rid of him. That was such a brilliant game move on Felicia's part to get rid of Steven.
You watched it all in a day. You can't remember anything
Wait,
about it.
no, but I do remember. Oh, she was the one at the end who was like, "I'm not moving." When you
No,
guys
that
were
was
on-
Ashley.
Oh, Ashley was the one who had a real game plan going into it,
Well,
which was
we'll get in. We'll get into that.
It wasn't to be a bitch.
It was.
Wait,
She
so
should've
let's-
just move forward and said, "Oh, sorry, let's take it back.
walk
Let's take it back."
things back. You
walk
really
this back.
dive in. I got a lot of leading
So you're just
questions.
visiting LA now? But you used to live here.
I did.
You used to be a bartender at the back bar at Precinct.
I did. Oh man, Precinct. I love Precinct.
Back in what? For like right when it opened?
No, back in 2018.
Oh,
yeah, it was awesome.
He says that we met before.
We did.
You
It's a-
did. You talked about it on the show when he was on TV.
But I
Precinct.
completely understand that. But I don't remember from
booth at
Precinct.
DragCon.
Yes. But I don't
Oh my
remember
God, you
you being
remember that?
I don't remember you being at precinct,
Well,
Honestly, I don't think I ever saw you there.
which
That's
is wild
shocking.
because I like live there
yeah,
now.
if you were to
Yeah.
work there now,
I'm
it'd
going
be every
there.
day.
Yeah. Well,
Well, it's
Wednesday,
Downtown.
Thursday, Friday, Saturdays.
Sunday, Monday.
Never
Wait,
on a
and your
Sunday.
favorite Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Tuesdays. Tuesdays. God damn.
So, what prompted you to move to Fort Lauderdale?
well, I met this hot daddy.
Well, you moved for a man.
Well, everything was just kind of
So everything's about men for you?
yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gay. So everything
What?
is about men.
What?
What?
I can attest to that theory.
Apparently, that was a big shocker. Apparently, when I came out on the show.
Well,
I was waiting.
I
for
feel
it.
like they buried it. I feel like the people who knew, but it wasn't part of your storyline. Your
It really
storyline was
wasn't.
like your game and your height.
Yeah,
They were
And
like
your
the tall
beard.
guy who's like kind of quiet and friends with everyone. Like they really weren't focused on like there's another gay guy because I think they found the really gay guy in the redheaded twink. You know
Oh,
what I'm
Dash.
saying?
Oh yeah.
Dash is everything. Dash.
Yeah, y'all seem
seriously.
to be having a lot of fun when you guys after the show when you did like the circuit promoting it.
Yeah,
A lot
that
of
was.
TikToks of the two of you.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
What?
Lot of
A
A lot of TikTok.
Wait, okay, so you met a man and you moved to Fort Lauderdale. So what is the difference between Fort Lauderdale and LA for you?
The difference is the state. Florida is horrible.
Crazy.
It's just horrible. I like Fort Lauderdale. Kind of. I love Wilton Manors. Our
Sure.
little gay bubble is
Strip mall.
amazing. Yeah, the strip mall. That is gay heaven. I wish that we could get a place where it was just like closed off and we could have a promenade or something like
They're
3rd
working
Street.
on that. The government closed off place for all the gays.
For all the gays, and we'll
Yeah,
all go hang out there.
mhm.
No poppers though.
What's it called?
Oh.
An internment camp?
Something like that.
Internalized homophobia.
But-
yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, if they put all the gays together, like that's just gonna be. What are they gonna do? How are they gonna stop us?
They need a shipping container full of
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're gonna have to put us in solitary confinement to stop the gays.
We'll figure it out.
And then even then, honestly,
We'll be passing through the walls somehow.
They'll be like-
They'll figure
they'll
it
somehow
out.
be glory holes in
yeah,
all of those walls.
where there's a will, there's a way.
Someone reveals they're an X-Men and they're like burn through the hole.
And that's all they do. They don't break out. They just make glory.
They're just like
holes for
glory
everyone.
hole.
Sorry.
You know, I like to move.
I like to
Move it,
okay.
move it.
So how did you get on Squid Game?
My friend just sent me one day a Variety article about how they were going to make it and
Uh-huh.
the casting website. And I was like, I've never applied for a show before. And why start now? So I was like, no. And then I was bored because it was right after COVID. And I was like, why not? So I got on and I was like, but if I have to make a video, no. And I got to the bottom of the application, which was quite lengthy. And they were like, please make a 1-minute video. And I was like, no. So I kind of threw a little tantrum and stormed out of my office. And then 5 minutes later, I went in and I made a video. And I sent it. It was terrible. It was a terrible video.
Well, clearly not.
Well,
Hey, you made it on the show.
I know. I mean,
Were you shirtless in the video?
no, which is
Oh.
shocking.
How big was your beard in the video?
It was like,
Yeah, it used to be huge.
True to
Yeah.
form.
yeah,
You
it's true to
kept it.
form.
Got it.
But I think because I was an early applicant helped.
Mm.
And I don't know. It just,
A
they called me
1-minute
a month.
video is
Yeah.
Very short.
crazy. Because I
It's
remember
very
I
short.
applied for Big Brother once, and it was like a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
But I think I could win because I know the game.
I'm a game player.
I'm a game player.
The thing about me is I'm a game player.
I mean, I will tell everyone my next move before it happens.
But then you're quick to just do the opposite.
Yeah. Oh, I would lie. the
You're
whole time.
cutthroat. Wait, what? I don't know how much you can reveal about this. What part of the world did they shoot this in?
London.
In London.
Yeah, they shot out right side out of London.
Did you?
Oh, because it was Netflix, and they have all those
Yeah.
studios over there. Like that's where they
Yeah.
shoot The Circle too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did
when-
you just like get off a plane and onto a charter bus, and then all of a sudden all of your things were taken away from you, and you were just
Well, we
and
had
they gave you how many jumpsuits?
one.
no.
Stanky.
Oh, we'll get into that. No.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it. So we got one tracksuit until I think there was, I don't remember at what point. There was only like 20 some of us left. And then they were like pulled us back to give us new tracksuits. But they were like, these have been cleaned. We get back there and we get our new tracksuits. And I'm like, there's black on this from someone getting squibbed, which was really dark. Like someone died in this tracksuit. Well, they didn't die, but And then I put my hands in the pockets and there was sand in the pockets. So like someone that had done Dalgona and
How would they they just change the numbers?
well, they're Velcro, yeah. You just
Oh.
tear the Velcro number off and put
They,
it on there.
Netflix got all the money in the world, but didn't want to buy a washing machine.
That's wild.
It was wild.
And you had to the showers and the bathrooms were all like dorm style.
Yeah, there was I think there was 12 showers.
Brushing your teeth or
Yeah,
sucking dick?
brushing your teeth with all the strangers. What if
Oh,
your
yeah, that'd be
toothbrush
fun.
got mixed up with someone else?
Oh, we had a we call it a bum bag because in England fanny is a bad word. But
Means pussy.
but we had our toothbrushes and our shampoo and toothpaste and our Vaseline all had our numbers on it.
What's up with the Vaseline? Little late night stroke?
So
For your lips.
yeah, it's for your
And your-
lips.
Oh, it's very
Fanny.
dry. Very dry.
It was very dry there, and people were getting cracked, bloody lips, and so they were actually using the condoms as
Lubricant.
the lubricant off the condoms that they had for us. As
They gave you
chapstick.
condoms.
Yeah.
They wanted y'all to.
Oh yeah.
Were people in that big room?
Originally, like when we first got into the dorm after red light, green light, there was definitely some squeaky mattresses.
But you're all sleeping in a room
Yeah,
together.
but these I don't know.
They were young.
And
people.
what about people
These
that
straight
snored?
people.
What about people?
I was very lucky. I chose an area where no one snored. I also
But it's just a big room.
yeah, I also have a bulldog, so she snores.
Don't talk about him like that. He's right here.
He is my little bulldog.
So you're used to.
yeah, I'm used to
night
that.
long?
So some guy snoring across the room that was really bad to the people across the room to me sounded like my dog. So I
That's
slept
crazy. They
really
wouldn't let
well.
people like bring their CPAP machine.
If you needed it, you weren't getting on the show.
And what if? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. that
There's
is
nowhere to
Well,
plug it
we
in.
both need it, but
I don't.
Oh.
call the doctor.
Oh. Sleep study.
But like this.
Hello.
No, you do the sleep study like
Oh
this.
no.
She needs
Wait,
to
I
sleep
have
on
so
a
many more
white
questions about
pillowcase.
that giant room. I can't
Yeah.
believe people were
That's
It was
wild.
two.
initially, and then it ended really quickly.
They
'cause
do
the
that
stress is
reality
way too
TV
much.
show where
I was about
they-
to say, yeah, I would be too stressed out. And again, like you said, no food,
No
no
food. I didn't
water.
even think about it. I was not at all.
How many
amorous
days were
in
you
there.
there?
No gangbang
14.
showers.
No,
Sorry.
yeah, nothing.
Again, no daddies.
Oh,
It was like 2, and they
You
went
wouldn't
home
even
quickly.
blinders.
You wouldn't even kind of look around the room, maybe
No,
squint a little, and be like,
no.
"Yeah, you'll do."
You're like, if you're not 50 plus, I'm not interested.
Right. No gray, no play.
Work. Work, sister.
I can't believe how gagged you both are by
I've
that.
never heard
No,
that,
I
but I
just
will be using that
love-
line when I'm in for Lauderdale.
Yeah.
For
Daddy Dale.
How did you feel? Did everyone get attention from the story producers?
No.
Because there were so many people.
So many
And
people.
no tea, I feel like you came out of nowhere
Yeah.
because we were all invested in these other people's stories.
Oh, I do remember
who went
everyone
home
being
and then
like,
all
"Oh,
of a
Sam's
sudden you
on
were
the
like,
show," and
"Oh,
then
you're a finalist."
it took like 2 episodes, and I was like, "Where is that fucking tall guy?"
Yeah.
Right.
So did they not like interview you much or try to get storyline out of you in the beginning until
They
you started doing
Did
well?
initially, but then
But they were like, no gray, no play, no storyline here.
right. No, I was. They pulled me in right after we'd gotten like 2 hours of sleep,
Ugh.
and the producer on the other side of the confessional was giving me nothing. He was like, "So I'm basically clocking out. You're my last interview. What's it been like in there?" And I was like, "Fine. I'm tired." And he was like giving me no energy, no interesting questions. So I was a complete dud. And then I never got another interview until like the last 3 days. They had us in there like 14 hours trying
For
to get
interviews?
Yeah. Like, okay, so this happened 7 days ago, but
How did you feel?
And
talk
you're-
about it like it's happening now. And how do you feel about it? And I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
like,
you
I
guys
haven't
got
been
to
able to
pick your own
sleep.
little outfits for those interviews, right?
Oh, well, no.
Or what
There's
was
a
that?
lot. That was the after interviews. We
Right
got to do that. but-
Right, where that one guy wore the weirdest little knit.
oh my
thing
gosh,
I've ever seen
Lorenzo.
with-
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was not sure about Lorenzo in the room.
Oh, I'm still not sure about that guy.
Oh,
something's off.
It's, but in the best way. In the
Sure.
best
Oh,
way.
sure.
I mean, look at the pot over there, calling the kettle black.
No one called him black. Okay, you need to calm down on
Calm
that.
down with that.
Calm down,
Racist stay.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's take a break.
Yeah,
We'll
on
be
that.
right
Hey, on that one. Whoa.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
When we come back, we will not have a guest.
Stop.
And we're back.
So how quick did it get real for you when you were doing the show?
It didn't really ever feel real.
Yeah.
Because it was 456 people to start, and you're
Jesus.
just like a grain of sand. So, I mean, even when half of them went, and we got in kind of this routine of people leaving, we watched the number drop, we watched money drop into the pig, we went to bed.
Right.
Over and over and over. And so the only time that it ever felt really like I was able to give myself credit for anything, or it felt amazing, was when we got the tuxedos, when they brought out the boxes, and I was like, oh my God,
You're like, something's gonna happen.
this is an actual reward. Like, we did something.
Were
And
you daydreaming about what you would do with the money? Did you find yourself doing that?
No, because there was so much going on in my head in the room anyway that, I mean, it was prop money above my head, so it never really sunk in.
Right.
I could have that much money. Also, until it went really fast.
Yeah.
So there was so many people, it was not even
An option.
an option until it was down to 3, and I still felt like, oh, it's not even an option. But that's good because it wasn't even an option.
Well, it was an option.
It was an
just didn't
option.
It was a
happen.
50-50 option, and
Sure.
I chose the wrong one. Womp womp.
Listen, that's on you, gay guy.
Do you feel
Wow,
like
the hate speech.
now that you have do you feel like now that you have like made it to the end of a game show that you would want to compete more on TV? Like, do you want to go on a Survivor or a Traders or a, like something
Traders,
like that?
I could see.
Traders, I would love
Yeah.
Traders. Traders is like, I mean, it's just a fashion show with other celebrities just strutting around.
And there's always like the level of people who are, pardon me, smart enough to be playing the game.
Right.
And then there's all of these other people who like really don't understand.
They don't get what the point of the game is, and they've
No.
never
And they're
seen
like,
an episode.
how dare you send me home? It's like, the game is to
That's
get
the
rid
game.
of people.
Right.
I don't care about, like, it's not
I would-
malicious.
Some people go in too hot. Like, I will
Too
say,
hot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
finally watched this season, and I was like, Bob, what are you doing?
Well,
Oh,
Out
Bob
the
went in
gate.
hot.
Was like overdoing it too much. But this was something that happened on your show.
Yeah.
Is that people were sort of like too big and too boisterous and made too much of a fuss, and the first ones to get out.
Honestly, the any excuse you had to get rid of someone, you would get rid of them.
Yeah.
Right. It
Like-
didn't matter.
It didn't matter because you didn't want to get rid of your friends, and so you had a ton of other options. But who among those other options are you going to pick? So
Did you
anything.
Did
Did
you-
you try to like tamp down some behavior in order to not be seen as an option?
Honestly, no. I went in, and the first thing I told everyone, which is funny from the show, they don't show it until the end. But
You
the
yelled,
first
"No
thing
gray."
No play!
so all of you, calm down.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. This is my room now. No, I just went in and I said, I'm gay. And so I wasn't a target for the men because they weren't afraid of me. And
not?
You don't
They
know
had to
that. You're
protect their
big.
buttholes.
You're a big boy.
but in that tracksuit, I was tiny. I looked like
Oh,
like
you
this
got real
wire.
short all of a sudden?
I was tall, but I was skinny
Yeah.
in the tracksuit. So
Looked weak.
I look weak. So and being
Hungry.
I mean, just being gay, it's like you're just not a threat for straight guys, which is nuts because I
Because you beat them all.
them all. So actually, I beat all of the straight guys.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
A
and
Netflix show.
and I wasn't a threat to the women because they knew I wasn't like gonna go after him, which was true. But
Sexually, but like,
Not sexually. What are you
what do you
talking
mean not
about?
go at them?
well, I
'Cause he
wasn't.
was trying to eliminate the straight guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
you
on
were all
their
like, ladies,
side.
we're in this together
Ally.
until we're
Yeah.
not. Ally.
I just kind of ended up with all the
Hey.
weirdos, which was amazing.
Do like a.
What happened?
Oh,
You
no.
got something hanging down. There you
A
go.
bat in the cave.
No, it's just a.
Mold.
Mold.
It's just black mold.
It's just my black mold leaking
Look at
out
that.
of my body.
What
Is
was some of
this
the?
turning into a Last of Us episode?
Oh no.
Ah! Wait, what are they called?
Wait.
Clickers?
Clicker? I don't know. I don't know which one you. Oh yeah, you'd definitely be a clicker.
No, it should be a
In
clack-
high
it should
heels.
I'd be a clacker.
Should be click clacked.
Did I pack my shoes?
Wait, so what was What's what are some of the coolest things that you've gotten to do like post the show airing?
Oh my God, Jimmy
Like-
Fallon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Fallon. And meeting Jimmy Fallon and having Jimmy Fallon be as incredible as I hoped he would be.
Yeah.
Like you just meet him and you're like, oh, I love you. And you love me. It's crazy. So cool. God, I mean, traveling around and meeting everybody, doing those red light, green light parties was
Mhm.
incredible. I met Lexi in play, Lexi Love from this season of Drag Race at play in Louisville. And it was just so cool getting to see her and then seeing her on television and knowing that what she was presenting was genuine and her excitement and vulnerability is genuine and not being put on
Yeah.
that's really cool.
I
Being able
love
to-
Lexi.
yeah,
She's great. These last few episodes have been,
rough.
yeah, rough for her.
Well, she's trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we both know what it's like to be on reality TV.
No, we don't.
Weren't you?
I was never on a TV show.
Oh yeah.
Well, you've been on
I think I was on a
TV show.
YouTube competition maybe at one point in my life.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That was many years ago.
But it's crazy.
And I have been on TV, yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy feeling though. When you're in there in the competition and everybody's trying to chew each other up. So I can feel her. I can feel her feeling self-defeated, even though I feel like from the camera's point of view, she's doing better than
Yeah, that's the thing. They keep saying,
Susie.
Alaska keeps saying that on Race Chaser, where she's like, I just want to shake her and be like, you're going to make it to the end. Quit freaking out. Just keep
Right.
doing well. Yeah. That I feel like happens a lot though when you're on one of the, like when you were on your show.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel, well, you said the producers barely spoke to you, but did you ever feel like they were trying to set you up in a way?
No.
Because it felt like a real competition.
Yeah,
Not
I never
there
felt
was
like it was
storyline
set up.
being pushed.
Trey and Leanne were definitely a favorite, the mom and son. And I
Mm-hmm.
love them to death, but they were definitely a favorite to get through. And so
A little too close for a family relationship, in my opinion.
Just
saying.
because you and
When
Nikki aren't
people-
that close.
When people are that close to their mom or dad or family, and I'm just like, what's going on? That's weird.
are you like me?
Grow
You're like
up.
me. I do not have a good relationship with
Oh
my
no,
mom.
I'm like
so.
fine with my parents, but I'm not like dying to
I
see
still
them
like
all the
braid her
time.
dad's hair. or
Yeah, I
whatever.
braided it once. It was one time. No, my
Now
parents
you
will
know.
like come to my, if I have like a big thing, they'll come to it to be like,
okay,
oh,
support
good
it.
for you.
Yeah.
But no, it's not
We
really
all
support.
hung out with her in drag.
Yeah, they've like come to Fat Slut when I did it in Austin, but like, I'm not like dying to see them. I see them once a year. That's fine.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Don't ask
Me and
about
my mom are best friends, so we entered this
He
competition
goes to
to
his
slay
parents.
the.
He is so close with his parents. It's crazy. He
I
just goes on random
Talk to them on the
trips.
phone, and then
No,
I
and then
visit
you'll
them a
randomly
lot.
visit them like multiple times a year.
They're old. I want to see them before they die.
Where do they live?
New Mexico.
Okay. I don't know. I thought it was going to be like a destination or something.
They
Not
own-
that New
they own a
Mexico's
lot
not
of
beautiful.
land, so it kind of is a destination. When he goes, they have a huge property.
It's
that's
1
beautiful.
acre.
It's a
Oh,
beautiful property.
I mean, for Los
What
Angeles,
did your dad do for
one-
money?
lived life,
Nope.
baby.
Say
he
it.
really went
Say
out
it
there
out
and
loud, what he
did
did for-
things.
What
and
he
he
did
made money
for
and
money.
he lived life, and now he's got a big old ponytail and he wears an iPad on his hip.
And the job that he
Where's
did
an
for
iPad
money
on his
was
hip?
Did you watch
selling
did
oil.
You watch,
Oh.
did you watch?
An oil baron.
Captain
Did you
Planet.
never a Baron diva? Did you
Sorry.
watch Squid Games, the TV show, before you were on? Before you?
Oh,
were-
yes. I was a
Okay.
huge fan. That's really why I applied in the first place.
Did you at all, when you were watching it or when you were competing, think like, oh my god, one of these people works for the TV show?
Oh, a plant.
Yeah, like one of these people is going to keep getting pushed through to the end.
Like the old man.
We all figured it was an option, but people had all these theories, and I was close with pretty much everyone in the
All
room.
472.
There wasn't that many in
Shut
the
up,
first
I don't
place.
know.
Math.
For 56.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job. Gold star.
I
He's
listen.
very proud.
I listen.
Something
But I
his
was
mom will
friends with
never say.
everybody, so I got multiple views of everything that was going on. So I never really believed that anyone was lying that
Right.
desperately. So I never really felt it, and nothing was ever threatening to me. So Jordan, surfer boy, got through marbles. We definitely thought he was fake. Yeah. And so when we all loved him, but when he got through and we were all greeting him, we're like, bro, we love you, but that is now an excuse to go.
Yeah.
Like, if we have to vote again, you're going.
It's crazy.
Because you're no longer on a level playing field.
Right.
We all did this crazy We all had to play marbles, and that is up. And he didn't. So as much as we all loved him, bye-bye.
That is hard.
That is hard.
Wait, so when you guys would die, squibs would go off?
On some challenges, yeah.
On some challenges.
Yeah.
Do you ever think they should have called it the Squid Games? Come on.
Well, there goes the branding.
Well, for those times, did they have to reshoot that? Or did everyone was squibbed up
Everyone was squibbed up.
the whole time?
Yep. Red light, green light, we all wore squibs.
I do love that they sometimes include footage where you can see people going, oh, and there's a little bit of a smile or a chuckle, and then they're like,
They told us we didn't have to play act dead.
Are you
or
kidding?
anything.
Everyone did.
Everyone did.
Everyone was like,
Yeah.
Mine would have been really long. My wig would have fallen off.
ah,
no! Ooh!
so stupid.
God. But
Squid
Good
Game.
stuff.
Squibs. But everyone was very scared to have it go off.
Yeah, I mean, it probably felt like you had a bomb strapped to your chest.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
it
so
was your
crazy
whole
because you have so
elimination.
many abs. I feel like your abs would have just popped it off.
And they got more and more ridiculous as I didn't eat any food. I lost 15 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe we should get on the
Squid
Squid
Game.
Game.
People were joking that they needed to release a Squid Games diet where they just shipped you tiny little tins of food that weren't even full.
What was the best food that they served in there?
Ooh,
aside
meatballs.
from the
Yeah, it is.
The dinner was awful. Meatballs. They
Oh, the
had
big
these-
dinner at the end was bad? Oh, it's probably cold, huh?
Well, they had prop food out, which was cold, and then they
Ah.
were keeping food out for us, which was warm, but it was flavorless because we'd had no flavor, salt, nothing the whole time, so they didn't want to like make us have
shock
diarrhea.
your system.
Yeah. Well, people when they gave us the
There was some doctor they consulted who like thought he was like
Doctor?
so amazing at being the nutrition specialist, and everyone like hated everything they got served.
they wanted to keep
Don't you think?
the food bland and like true to branding
Sure.
on as Squid Game, so the scripted series. So when they gave us our little tins, it was usually like maybe a fried egg and some rice, and boiled chicken was the worst, but they did have this meatball one. It was incredible. Yeah, the meatballs. Meatballs are always the best.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Did you ever eat
meatballs.
other people's food?
I had a lot of very small friends, and they'd be like, "Well, I don't want all of my food," and I'd be like, "Please and thank you."
Yeah.
My friend Ashley, who got the rough end of the stick on the glass bridge,
Sure.
she used to give me her food a lot.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
She
she's
wanted
a
you to keep
total
her in.
sweetheart. That's so dirty. The glass.
I
bridge
remember
is dirty.
screaming at the screen.
It's so
being like,
dirty.
Just go!
Trey did it to himself, and he admits it on his own social media. Trey
yeah.
jumped 3 times, all on himself. Ashley was just like, if you pressure me, I'll do it. But if you don't pressure me, I'm not going to do it. It's a game for $4.56 million.
Yeah.
We're not friends. What's like going on? Like Trey and
would've
Ashley were not friends. They
Oh.
didn't know each other really. So they ran in 2 separate
There was
sides of the room.
520 of you guys there. How could they have known each
Right.
other?
Like 9,602.
Yeah,
Yep.
just like that. Sorry, this just says you have so many abs. And you like bears.
I
Are you
do.
a chaser?
Who?
Are you a chaser?
A chaser? More of a bear trap, less of a chaser.
Ooh, a little Goldilocks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We know where your traps are in the back.
In the back. I don't really have to trap them.
Do you,
They stay of their own free
They
will.
stay. Have you always?
I actually
only-
don't want to hang out with you in Fort Lauderdale. I'm just kidding. No, let's go out. It'll be fun.
Wow.
Have you always,
I'm gonna suck it.
dated bears?
I've always been into daddies.
Daddies.
Yeah.
So not bears.
where'd that-
just
Not
when did that
necessarily
start?
not necessarily bears, but I mean, my first crush was King Triton, so always.
Wow.
Yeah, he's so hot.
And what about Zeus from Hercules?
Yes.
Yep.
And
neck on that
Clayton from why do I want to say Godzilla? Tarzan. Clayton, the
Deep
hunter,
cut.
Oh, the hunter with the
Yeah.
big mustache. Rice.
and the Sultan. I mean,
He's so tiny.
He's so tiny.
But his little legs really get him where he needs to
oh,
go.
yeah, he gets
Oh, I know.
pumped
And
in.
he's so happy all the time.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does
Such a
jump a
sweetheart.
lot.
No, that's Yoda.
No,
Who
that's the
also
Sultan.
maybe worked for you. We don't know.
I
No.
played the Sultan in
You
the
right body type.
stage version of Aladdin.
Tiny little body. Well, no, tiny
Legs
little
really get him where he needs to go.
Yeah, exactly.
rotund.
Rotund on the body type. Did it like, were you okay with that when you realized that you were into daddies, or did you have to sort of come to terms with it when you were younger?
I mean, I was coming to terms with being gay and being Mormon. That was hard enough.
Whoa.
That
Whoa.
was like rough. So liking daddies was not really a problem for me. As
Yeah.
soon as I found out that daddies liked me, I was golden.
Yeah,
I just thought that no one would like me. You know, abuse. Yay.
because of the Mormonism.
Well, that and my upbringing.
Got it.
So just like familial crap. Like my brothers and sisters are awesome, but my mother is the worst. She really did a number on us. So it was just like I was never going to be valuable to anyone. I was never going to be wanted. So when I found out on the internet, yay, internet, that daddies liked little sad skinny twinks,
Uh-huh.
oh my God, it was over.
You were like, it's over. I'm gonna get a bunch of muscles.
Well, I just didn't like myself. So I didn't like twinks. So I became a twunk, I guess, and then whatever this is. A giraffe. I don't really know where
Yeah, I don't know
fit.
what you are, but it's big.
It's big. I don't know what you are, but it's big.
Yeah, I think it's
Do
interesting.
you do a lot of Did you do a lot of flips?
No.
growing up? Isn't that
No.
the Mormons love doing flips?
What do you mean, front flips, back flips?
Isn't it, or is it just that one Mormon singer guy?
Ooh, Donny Osmond?
No, Burn.
Is that how he sings?
Benson Boone.
Ooh, don't know that.
Oh, he does your husband does. He does a bunch of flips.
Oh.
And he's kind of similar to what you are.
Is he
except for
Mormon?
shorter. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They're everywhere.
And you think that's related to the religion that he does?
When
the
he was
flips?
doing those flips, one of my friends goes, "Oh yeah, Mormon kids, they drink their milk and they do their flips. Like those are two things they love."
We do drink our milk. I do love milk.
Yeah.